Yo, what's good? It's your boy Strickland, Milwaukee, USA. Y'all need to go check out Peep Game. If you don't, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Master Ace from Brooklyn, New York. EMC is the crew. You checking out Peep Game, real hip hop.
Hey, yo, this is Twine Mac from Nostalgic Visuals, Kareem City, So Greedy Family, and you're now rocking with Peep Game, G-A-M-E, Grown Ass Man Experience. Blah.
What's up, y'all? This is Eric Roberson. Every time I'm in Milwaukee, I'm hanging with the grown-ass man. We out here peeping game.
I see my mother struggling.
Peep Game, Grown Ass Man Experience. I am your host. They call me Tommy Styles. Good morning to you all. And this is your first installment of Peep Game. I guess it's a morning edition. Obviously, I'm by myself. Grown Man Experience allows for other grown men to have jobs and shit. So, because I have the luxury of working at home, I thought I could hop on here and say good morning to you all. I really don't have much to say, but hoping that I can engage you in some conversations this morning. As I work from home, and some of you that have the luxury of doing so, congratulations to y'all. I am down here at So Greedy Studios. We're in the KT extension of So Greedy Studios. We have expanded. We haven't officially announced that, so sorry to Tone Deaf for exposing that right now, but I want to make sure that KT gets her recognition. KT is the young lady who was tragically lost her life at Brownstone about a year and a half ago. She had a podcast that I produced here called Cutthroat. Her and her partner Casey, as we were diving into getting their continuity going and whatnot, it started to grow a little bit, but it hit us all hard here, so we wanted to make sure we had and showed some love to her. Let me actually see if I can turn on the comments here, because I think that that's good why for people that actually have an opportunity to say something. So if you're leaving comments, give me a second so I can very serious. But yeah, we normally do the Grown Ass Man Experience Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on BlowRadio.com. We've been on a pretty long hiatus. We did try to come back and try to give you some shows to get entertained by with some music and talk about hip hop and everything. But we kind of lost our mojo. We lost our friend, our companion, El Akbar from the One Center, and we've just been out of sorts lately. So because I felt the itch to get on and kind of say some things today, I wanted to make sure that I hopped on and tried to see if anybody else was doing. So, a couple things. I want to make sure I give a shout out to my homie Joe Clark, aka Fat Boy Fresh, aka Potter, aka King of Ash Gang. He celebrated his 51st birthday yesterday, and got to celebrate it with a Los Angeles Lakers.
A lot of people believe that word love is real sore, but when you use it in your vocabulary like you're addicted to it, it sneaks right up and takes you right.
Got to hang out with him last night at the Brownstone. Went to Lee Alexander's.
So,
to smoke a cigar. I didn't smoke a cigar.
It's all right to like or want a material item.
I did.
But when you fall in love with it,
get to hang with my homie and actually watch
carrying on for it.
that was a plus. Being a Bucks fan and whatnot, I just wanted to make sure that I was present for the loss. Give me 1 second here. Internet's moving pretty slow here. But like I said, I'm down here at So Greedy. We are at in the Sherman Phoenix in central Milwaukee, right in the Sherman Park area. And So Greedy Studio. Shout out to Stricky Love, a hip hop centerpiece here in the city of Milwaukee, as he is given credit to being one of the first hip hop artists out of Milwaukee. Kudos to him, and his dream is to have So Greedy be a beacon in the city, bringing in artists from across the nation to small venues that wouldn't normally have artists of the stature come. So not mid-market artists, but artists that a large percentage of the population appreciate and don't ever
well, here's how it started.
and
Heard
gives
you
them
on the
opportunity
radio,
to come
talking
in
about rap,
there and,
saying all that crap about how we
here.
say.
We haven't done
Give an
anything in a
example.
while. I
Think
think
we'll
the
let
last
you get
artist
away
we
with
brought
that. You criticize our
was,
methods, how we make records. You said it wasn't art, so
Think
now
of
we're gonna
Sky
rip you
Zoo. I
apart.
think Sky Zoo
Stop.
or
Check it out, my man. This is the music of a hip
Sky
hop
Zoo was the
band,
last.
jazz. When you
Or,
can call it that.
But this jazz
Elzai,
became the
one
new
of those two, I
format.
think.
Point.
so.
When you misjudged us, speculated, created a fuss.
You've made the same mistake politicians have.
But since then, Peep Game has been housed down here. Like I said, Tone Deaf has expanded, and we're across the hall as well. So we have 3 studio spaces. So if you're looking to actually do a podcast, holler at me or Tone, and we can probably get you on board.
Well, I heard talk
We
is
have
cheap.
more time
But
slots
like
that are
beauty
available now
talk
that we
is
have
just
a
been deep.
couple other
And when you
spaces.
lie and you talk a lot, people tell you
popular
to step
times
off a
are,
lot. You see, you misunderstood.
5
A
to
sample
7
is a tactic, a
on the
portion
pod
of a
after
method,
work.
a
So,
tool. In fact, it's only of importance when I make it a
this is one of
priority.
the
And what we samples up by the
studio spaces
majority.
here.
But you and minority in terms of
You
thought,
get a
Narrow-minded.
and poorly taught about hip hop
hip-hop
and of the silly
background.
game to embrace
That
my
is
music,
to
so
go
no one
to something
use
that
it.
I love.
Step on
I
us,
love
step
hip-hop,
on you.
and
Can't have
happy
your
50th
cake
birthday to
and
hip hop
eat it
as
too.
we
Talking all that
embark
jazz.
on that on August 11th. Part of that celebration is me celebrating my 50th. So hopefully, if you are in town July 8th, that you can come and stop by and celebrate my 50th with me here at the Sherman Phoenix. Shout out to Patrice. Shout out to Happy Days Day Bar. Shout out to the Sherman Phoenix for allowing
It's so
me
whack
to
that
use
it's
the
bound
space
to show. When
celebrate
you lie
50
about
years
me
of
and the
hip-hop.
band, we get angry.
The
Without a
theme is
star
for you
right
to come
again.
dressed
When
in
things
the
be right,
attire
but always
that
true, sucker. Get a grip, now we talking
that,
about you. Seems to me
represents
that you
the
have a
hip-hop-
problem. So we
the
can
hip
see
hop
what we can do to
genre,
solve
the
that.
sound, the hip hop era that you lived in. I
Tell the
actually
truth,
have
James
gotten
Brown was old. Tell
my
Eric
shit
and Rock
together
came out with
to
I Got
have
Soul. Rap brings back
clothes that I
old
wish I
R&B,
could
and if we
have
would
had
not,
when
people
I
could have
was
forgotten.
We want to make this perfectly clear. We're talented
I
and
was
strong
young.
and
I was
have
like
no
12,
fear.
Of
11,
those
12
who
when
choose
hip
to
hop
judge but
first
lack
hit.
pizzazz.
I was enamored by it.
All
I
that
loved it.
jazz.
Yeah. And the attire that I'm picking to wear is that of clothing that I wish I could have afforded.
Now
It was
we're
probably
not
the dope
trying to be a
dealers that were
boss to
wearing the
you.
clothes that I'm wearing.
We just
So
want to get
that's how
across
I'm
to you
representing.
that if
So
you're
however
talking
you
jazz, the
represent.
situation is a no-win. You might even get hurt, my
You
friend.
can join in and
Stetsasonic, the
interact
hip-hop
with me.
band.
And like Sly and the Family Stone, we will stand up
Shout
for
out
the
to
music we live and
Sports
play.
Literature, which
The
is
song we sing
another
today.
For now, let
another
us set the
Facebook
record
group
straight. And later
that
on,
I
we'll
am part
have a
of
forum and a
that,
formal debate.
But it's
is
important
run
to
by,
remember, though,
What you
Boy
reap
Corinne,
is what you
King
sow.
Cocaine.
Talking all that jazz.
King Cocaine has a Facebook
Talking
group
all
that
that
only
jazz.
speaks on music. It says sports video,
Talking all
so we
that
talk a
jazz.
little about sports. But if you haven't been watching, I get all kind of stuff in my news feed on Facebook, and in some cases, I think I get some things that other people don't get. So, or I get stuff that I think people do get, and I assume that they didn't. So I'm talking about it as if you didn't get it, but you may have seen this. But Angie Martinez has a series that is populating on social media where she is giving props to Biggie and the second album, Life After Death. Biggie's second album, Life After Death. And she's interviewing several people. Good morning, Keisha Armstrong Wrestler. And good morning, Brianna. Just trying to figure out when Brianna is going to come back down here and do her show, because she has a show that she kind of fell off at. I think Cupid struck her in the heart, and she has no time to pod anymore. Yes, I put you out on the front street. But anyway, Angie Martinez has this series where she's dedicated it to the review of Life After Death,
So
the Biggie Smalls album, the second album prior to his death. And she's talking to producers, photographers, artists, friends, family, all people who are associated with the Life After Death album. And she is getting a little deep in all these things. And there was one story that she told. She was talking to DJ Premier, and DJ Premier told her that the 10 Crack Commandments, I think a lot of us know that the 10 Crack Commandments was Angie Martinez's intro song to her show, the Top 9 at 9. That's why it starts off as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it doesn't take 10. Chuck D's voice from Public Enemy. And the discussion was that Chuck D was not very happy with the fact that his voice was being used on a song that spoke on drugs, alcohol, sex, all those different things. So he took issue with it. He didn't take issue with the original use of it because it was just used for the Top 9 and 9. He didn't have a problem with that. But he was upset with, which surprised me, so upset that he sued even after Biggie passed, that he sued Biggie. The producers, the writers, publishing. So that's Bad Boy, that's DJ Premier, that's whoever held the publishing to Biggie's rights. Apparently he probably won, because that is his voice and that makes up the entire song pretty much. And but the other thing that was talked about was the impact of Biggie Smalls and how he is deemed the greatest rapper. And I hold him dear to be he's a top 5 rapper, but a lot of people say that he doesn't have enough of a track record. His body of work is very small. But when you think about it, the fact that if you put analytics into this, he literally had 2 albums, Ready to Die and Life After Death, and then he passed away. Arguably, probably 2 of the best albums in hip hop. I'm not gonna say it was the best. It was one of the best. It's up there. So the top 2 of his albums are the only 2 of his albums, and they both are classic albums. The question is, who else in the industry has that ability to say that they have 2 classic albums, be their only 2 albums, and practically no bad songs? Now, some people might say Tupac, because the whole Tupac and Biggie thing is always an argument. Who you like, Tupac or Biggie? I'm a Biggie fan. I appreciate Tupac. Just wasn't a fan of his lyrical content all the time. Just not the way I liked it. He was spitting, but he wasn't spitting the way I like people to spit. But if you put analytics in it, he had a multitude of releases. So there's a lot of material to choose from. But out of all of the albums that he put out, he may have 1 or 2 in there somewhere. He does have 1 or 2 classic albums in his litany of songs album. Biggie has 2, and he hits 2 for 2. It's in 1,000%. And he's out. So we never know what the longevity of Biggie will be because he passed. But I just wanted to actually just get on here and talk some hip hop, because it's like the pipes through my veins, plays through my spirit. So if this is something I can do on a regular basis, I will. If not, I try to get the other guys to pop on, but they're all working. It's something really, really impromptu. I do impromptu things all the time. And probably throws people off, but I appreciate people who are watching and actually listening. Maybe type in the comments what you're doing this morning. You working, playing hooky, enjoying the warm weather. What are your Memorial Day plans coming up? This was typically a weekend that me and the guys would go traveling to go to a music festival. Since my friend's passing, we haven't done that, and I'd like to get back to that. I will be traveling to Baltimore to see Camden Yards. We have a thing where I watch baseball. So you got your podcast passion back to like 13 podcasts right now. I never had a podcast passion. That's because there are skills I can check out. Slick Talk with Skills. I wish I could tell you what days it comes on, but it just comes on and shit, and I just be watching this shit. So him and Don, absolutely. They started down here so greedy. That's back when I didn't know what I was doing. So appreciate you giving me opportunity to try some shit I never done before. Obviously, they've moved on to greener pastures and got a real cat at every day. They got dudes doing their thing at every day. But much love. There's no podcast competition out here. But yeah, Scales. I'll be producing and people be asking me to actually talk, and then now they actually like to bring me over and have me talking on the podcast. Like that's never been my thing. And, during your show, I never really got on. Never really got on the camera. People didn't even know what I looked like. So that was all purposeful. But I guess people wanted to hear what I had to say. So but anyway, back in the shadow, back in the saddle, not the shadow, back in the saddle again. This weekend, probably doing a lot of painting and stuff right now. So if you're looking for some painting to be done, that's my thing now. You know what I mean? So you can hit me up at canbeats, CANNEDBEATZ @gmail.com. If you're looking for some work to be commissioned, I can do portraits. I need a very good photograph. I'm working on murals. I'm working on pieces to decorate the Sherman Phoenix for my 50th because it's all going to be hip hop. And I actually purposely chose the Phoenix because the ambiance of the Phoenix reminds me of the subway station. This looks like some old hip hop shit. So my 50th is just going to be a celebration of hip hop and Can Beats. That's basically it's Can Beats Day. I've been in love with hip hop since I don't know when. So if you want to come there, I have DJ New Styles. He's going to be spinning on the ones and twos. Festivities start at 7. We got Happy Days Day Bar. We got trying to have like all the pillars of hip hop going in. So wear the clothes of your hip hop era or whatever you want to wear, basically. But it's ode to hip hop. And plan on having like a DJ. I want to have some break dancing going on with the cardboard on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Got the graffiti going to be on the wall. We got 40 ounces brown bags, the whole thing. Just trying to think of some hip hop food. So what I need your help with is trying to come up with a menu so I can actually outsource the food. So what are some examples of hip hop food? I'm looking for some hip hop food. All you is so professional. Hi, Kayla. Why I gotta be an old nigga? I mean, you get on live all the time. Man. Good morning, Tina King. Good morning. You must have got your workout on, and now you are ready for your morning start. What I'm looking for is food, hip hop food. What is hip hop food? Now I was thinking like some old like bodega type shit. Like when I go to New York, like I think I'm from New York. Like I really feel like when I go to New York, I walk around like I am from New York. Like I own that shit. Like they tell you to just walk around, act like you've been there before. Man, I put the whole demeanor on. You gotta have not a mean bug, but you just know confidence. You know, you get on the train, you look at where you headed, and you know where you're going. But most people in New York know exactly where they headed when they go to New York. So I rock the Timbs, you know, put the head down and act like, you know, you just been there before. But when I go to New York, I go to bodegas and pizza places, just obscure restaurants that are not like just like worldwide known. I like the local shit. So you go down there, like when we went to Philly, obviously you go to Philly, you get the cheesesteaks. In New York, you got to get the pizza. I'm thinking hip hop food is like the worst shit that you can think of. Like it's just like not the worst tasting shit, but the worst for your health. You know what I mean? So I'm talking like fries, pizza, chicken wings, cheesesteaks. I'm thinking that kind of shit. So if you were coming to a hip hop themed party, what hip hop food would you have as a spread? You can type in the comments if you like. You know I'm gonna reach out to Kimberly Sweets. Happy birthday, Kimberly Sweets. She just crossed over to the 50 club, 50-year-old club. So I'm gonna probably hit her up for a cake. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Is this right here? Yes. Right here is my logo. She actually made a cake into a can, like Can Beats, like that. She made that for the grand opening of Can Beats Art Space. And that was dope. So I'm looking for a hip hop cake, and I got a couple ideas I want to do. I'm thinking turntables. I'm thinking graffiti. I'm thinking a brick wall with a breakdance. I don't know. Just thinking of some type of like really hip hop themed, cake, whatever. Good morning. Chopped cheese sandwich. What is a chopped cheese sandwich? I don't even know what a chopped cheese sandwich. That sounds bougie. Thank you, Kayla. Good morning, Q Diva. Congratulations on your partnership. I'm gonna call it that. But hopefully, a lot of these people from out of town here. Kayla's in Austin. Q Diva, are you in Austin still, or are you in San Antonio? I can't remember if you moved to Austin or you were in San Antonio. Last I was there, you were in San Antonio. But I got people from Texas online. Appreciate that. Nobody's giving me any hip hop food. I don't know if chopped cheese is a, what is chopped cheese? Please share with me what chopped cheese is. I don't know. Don't last a minute. Soft and smooth. I ain't with it. 50 years of hip hop and no beats. Hey, it's a lot, man. Man, you know, Juan and I always have conversations about this hip hop. And we're from different genres, different eras, but we typically come to an agreement sometimes, except when you if you disrespect Fuji rap. Juan made a mistake and maybe used the wrong term, but said that the rhyme scheme that Fuji rap was using in the symphony was kind of simple, and I do not agree. At the time that he spit that verse, that's one of the hottest verses, because him and Big Daddy Kane, we actually wanted to debate who should have gone last, because in Posse Cuts, the last dude is the coldest dude, and Fuji rap was not the last dude. Big Daddy Kane was the last dude, but you know, debate. You're in Austin, specifically Hutto. I don't know what Hutto. I don't know where that is, but I love Austin, and I am going to return to Austin one day. That was the inspiration behind Palm Beach Art Space when I went to Graffiti Hill or Graffiti Rock. I can't remember what it's called, but I heard it's not there anymore. Abundant Rising, and why wasn't I aware this was happening today? Because I just happened to just hop on. If you're in the area, come on down. I got a seat for you, Auntie. Sarita is the host of Spiritual Alchemist. She's roped me in to be her co-host there. Kind of like how I was roped in to be a co-host on Hopefully Awkward. I have a lot of fun doing that, though. Q Diva says, hey, Kayla. Y'all both in Austin. Y'all need to hook up together. Huh?
Yeah, boy.
Chopped cheese is a bodega food. Oh, okay. I guess I never ordered it before. You just kind of try to call me out, like, cause I ain't like I never been to a bodega. That's funny. Having some trouble showing the comments here. You don't know chopped cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese? Oh, that's what it's called? I didn't know it was called a chopped cheese sandwich. That might be fire. That might be fire. So what I'm going to do is put a list of the foods that are kind of known, or I guess that we would actually consider hip hop foods, and give them to a couple of caterers and say, hey, is this something you can do? Looking for some people to do some food here. We do have Junior's Barbecue here.
Relax your
and Junior's
mind,
Barbecue will be
constantly
open
free and get down to the sounds of EPMD. But you should keep quiet while the MC rap. If you're tired, then go take a nap. Or stay awake and watch the show I take, because right now I'm about to shake and bake. The ERCK is my name, I spell. Thanks to the clientele, yo, I I'm not an MC who talking all that junk about who can be who. Sound like fire. I just get down and I go for mine. Say check 1, 2, I run down the line.
Corned beef and cheese.
I'm known
like
as the term
corned beef panini.
Jack Termy, destroying a ploy. When you're rhyming, I void. Never sweating your girl. Why pig? She's a schizoid. When I'm on the scene, I always rock the spot. I grab the steel with the crown on top. In the beginning, I like to let my rhymes flow. And at 12, I press cruise control. Sit back and relax. Let my rhymes tag.
Summertime.
Maintain them scenes while the doubly max. Always calm under pressure.
Absolutely. For me, I think about music playing like I'm playing in the background now. Gotta have music playing when grilling. So we might have bratwurst. Brats. That's Milwaukee. But that's specifically Milwaukee.
Looking through the information on rap, like the BRZ, my kisses, I make it to tap. I format the rhymes step by step, make them sound deaf to retain my rap.
You know how people are about ribs.
In case of a diss, don't worry about the thing, cause we can do this. I can turn the party out just by standing still. Make a lady scream and shout while the brothers I get take total control.
Okay, so y'all talking Austin language.
Pack a 9 in my pants when it's time to roll.
I'm talking Austin language. Kayla and Diva.
And one thing I hate
y'all can connect with each other. Diva is actually really, really cool. And Kayla's really cool. I did thousands of shows. Dish many faces. I don't know if Diva. But every now and then she likes to do very unique and obscure things. But nevertheless, they all R.I.P. All is unaware means rest in peace, cause indeed stands for microphone doctor in the capital P. Oh, it's not. Well, Kayla, why don't you tell us what it is? I mean, that's one version of a chopped cheese sandwich. That's cool. You got the I don't know it through that name, but if it's described correctly, I might know. Good morning. Tone Deaf. I came down here to actually paint the rest of the wall down here. I want to paint some more of the wall. Get a couple of coats in. So I brought my computer down and started the music. And I like this setup in here. Tone set this up right here. We got a soundproof. And this is perfect for a solo show. So if you're looking to do your own solo podcast, we got you all set up. We can put a backdrop on here. Right now we have the soundproof panels on the wall, so that's the decor back here now. But you know, we put a backdrop, put a green screen behind you, wherever you want to be. You know, Tone Deaf Pod Network will supply needs. Come with your shield and your armor again. You got some shit. We have a couple people calling Tonya Staples, voice. Welcome from Florida. Hey, Tonya. This is exactly where we always are, but just across the hall. You look kind of official. Nigga, I am official. You got Tommy Styles. What you thought? Yeah. Sonia Sharice Lewis. I'm sorry, I was gonna say Lucas. Sonia Sharice Lewis. Where the hoes at, Sonia? She's hitting up in California. It's pretty early for you in California. You must be going to work. Must be going into work. Hey Selena, good morning. What's cracking? Nothing much. Just here to just talk a little bit. I'm excited about my 50th Can Beats Day is July 5th, which is like a Tuesday or Wednesday or some shit midweek. I think I'm going to be out of town, but I'm being back for the 8th because that's going to be the day that we all get together and celebrate with me. We're going to have a 40-ounce toast. We have a 40-ounce toast at a certain point. So we'll have 40 ounces provided for you. And brown bags for those people. So if you ain't down with the OE, I don't know, you might not want to partake in the 40-ounce toast for the 50. So and we ain't pouring out a little liquor for nobody either. So don't waste the 40. I was introduced to the 40 ounce at Grambling State University. Even though I grew up in a liquor store, I never drank beer. I didn't like beer. It's ironic that I grew up in a liquor store and didn't like beer or drinking. I didn't drink until I went to Grambling State University. Shout out to DJ Mr. Martin. DJ Mr. Martin introduced me to St. Ides. That was the beginning. So I blame DJ Mr. Martin. DJ Mr. Martin stayed in Pinchback Hall, and I used to go over to Pinchback Hall, and we used to sit in there and listen to music all day. Never knew the dog was going to turn out into a DJ and shit. Like we just be in there playing spades and listen to music. So introduced me to the 40 ounce. Sonia's a nurse out in California. So she's one of those nurses that if she unzips her shirt and has her tata showing, she probably gets a lot of attention. You probably want Sonia to be your nurse if you're out in California. So I don't all my nurses be white. I never get a black nurse. I've never had a black nurse. That's crazy. I know so many black nurses in the world. There's a lot of them. I know Sonia's one. If Dinah Davis, I know she's one. I want to say, is it Nikki Williams? No, I'm not sure if she is, or I think somebody else. I can't remember if I'm mixing her up with somebody else. But so many nurses out there always have white. Hey, I'm just saying, you can be my nurse. I'm too old for you, though. I tried St. Ides once, and I swear they were trying to move me. It tasted like they had a funky taste. Hey, I've drank so many different beers throughout my life. Like now going back to malt liquor. Malt liquor actually tastes good. Like it's crazy how it goes full circle. Like I started off with malt liquor, and I started to actually refine my taste to get into like shit that was more eclectic. I was a beer snob and shit. Like I was going to like microbreweries and trying all these different beers, and then after a while, if you know beer, the IPA started to become popular. And IPA is a really bitter beer, and you got shit on a malt liquor. Like it just tastes like hops. It's really hoppy. That's the best way I can put it. So I went back to drinking Paps and all kind of just very domestic beers now because I can't take it. But my beverage of choice is Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. Selena, I'm sorry to tell you, Red's Apple Ale is apple juice. I know you feel like you're drinking some beer because it's in a beer bottle. It's not beer. I'm sorry. It's cute though. It's cute. It goes along with you being cute. Go ahead. You can have it. You can have that. I appreciate you trying to be down. Hey, can y'all hear the music in the background? Is it too loud? I'm not sure. I don't know what it sounds like. I didn't do a sound check at all. I'm trying to have my hip hop ambiance in the back. I probably need to check my email. You know, I am a
So I sat beside her. Then she went like she was telling me the time ago. I said, hold on, there's been a mistake.
I check in at 8 and I do all my email checks.
She was raised in hell. She said, oh, my name is Maggie, but call me Michelle. Must have moved, we show and prove. Hey, yo, Doug, do that record jam on the groove.
My computer's been acting up, and I think it's going to give me a new computer. The music a little loud? Okay, I'll go turn it down. All right, let me turn it down. Let me see if
Before
I
I
can do it
became
from
a
over here.
teen,
If I
I
can do it
melted
from over here, I'm
microphones
cold as
instead of
shit.
cones and ice cream, music orientated. So when hip hop was originated, fitted like pieces of puzzles, complicated. Cause I grabbed the mic and try to say yes, y'all. They try to take it.
I'm glad
They
I
say
asked.
that
Y'all
I'm
just
too
gonna let me sing out
small.
here?
Cool. Cause I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker, pull a plug, then I jet. Back to the lab without a mic to grab. So then I add all the rhymes I had, one after the other one. Then I make another one to diss the opposite, then ask if the brother's done. I get a craving like I fiend for nicotine, but I don't need a cigarette. Know what I mean? I'm raging, creeping up the stage, and don't it sound amazing?
Oh, this your
Cause every
jam?
rhyme is made and thought of, cause it's sort of an addiction, magnetized.
Okay.
By the
I got some mixed,
focus, vocabulary and verses just stuck in. The mic is a Drano, volcanoes
music is a
erupting.
little louder than my
rhymes
voice. All right, how's that? I turned it down a
gradually
little bit.
growing. Everything is written in the code so we can coincide.
Thank you, Coco.
Thoughts of God.
Welcome to this morning. I don't have a morning show, but this is kind of fun.
Microphone beam, rock cam.
Turn it down a little. It's drowning you out at times. Thank you, co-producer Sarita. I appreciate that. Sarita Ball. I'm trying to get like Sarita. Sarita's on 98.3. Jamming 98.3. That's what she said. It runs throughout the day. I have yet to hear it, Sarita. I'm sorry. I don't listen to the right radio anymore. I might need to catch it. Give us some time. Can you put some times in the
if the people ain't stepping, you'll see a part of me that you never seen.
Times inside of the chat so we kind of know when to kind of, I don't want to have to listen to radio all day. It's my cousin Wilbert. What's up from New York? NYC. Got the NYC roots. I don't know if you heard me earlier because I got family in New York. I swear I'm from New York. Like I think I'm from there. I don't know. I think I grew up in the wrong. I think I'm the wrong miles in the wrong state. I'm supposed to be where you at in NYC. Family, my family's in the Bronx. Actually, I don't know. Wilbur, do you stay in the Bronx? I know your Uncle Wilbur does. I don't know who he does. I had time. I had turned down.
To be taken to the maximum. I can't relax. See, I'm hype as a hypochondriac. Cause the rap.
So when I came on here to just talk hip hop, actually look for some hip hop foods. What are hip hop foods? Nobody still told me what the chopped cheese sandwich is. I'm looking for hip hop foods. We got chopped cheese sandwich, whatever that is. Summertime grilling foods. That's kind of universal, but I think you can't go wrong with the grilling foods. Thank you, Selena. Can you still hear your jam? You just got on. All right. Yeah, I was on earlier. I've been on since 9. So Sarita put the link down here, jammin98.3.com. That's what she said. I'm assuming those are archive shows, so I can listen to the old shows too. Look at you. You inboxed me a picture of it. Okay. I'm looking for what a chopped cheese sandwich is. I obviously have the wrong computer hooked up here because this is real. I haven't had a sandwich like this. Shout out to all my Milwaukee residents who choose to be Laker fans. Weirdest shit ever. Like, I don't understand how to be a fan other than being a Bucks fan. So I don't have two teams. Like, people like, I got the Milwaukee Bucks and I like the blah blah blah. Nah, there's no such thing. There's absolutely no such thing. But last night, definitely got swept. Definitely got swept. The Joker is the truth. But it was a little. I ain't gonna lie, it was a little fun being down there and watching the movies. All right, I'm gonna share this picture of the chopped cheese sandwich. I don't know, Tone. In this first trial effort of using this studio live. This is our first time using the live studio here. So I'm kind of doing like a twofold, like some market research here.
Party people's in the place to be. Just
Chop
for you,
Cheese of the Bronx
it's the
thing.
Ultra
See?
Magnetic MC.
All right, let me see if I can put some.
Say what? We the hell with childish rhyme. Cause the jam is just moving. The crowd is steady moving. Supersonic things with high the stupid bass with some pep in the step. Cause the beat is so funky, the pace is well kept.
Yeah, with this whole trial effort, I'm finding that the internet, the wireless is moving kind of slow. But this is why we do tests. This is kind of working like a test.
Cool key. They use simple back and forth, the same old rhythm that a baby can.
Now, is the Chop Cheese? Well, I guess if you got the right person to do it. So, along with these foods that I have, that I'm making a menu of, who are people that you think can actually make them? I'm looking for someone to, I guess, cater the 50th hip hop, the birthday party for hip hop, and can be. Yes, I am combining myself. I was born July 5th, 1973, which is a month and 6 days prior to Cool Herc's introduction to having a hip hop party. So I say that I've been around longer than hip hop, which always opens up the door for people to talk about how old I am. You know what?
I am approximate, leaving revolutions turning.
Yeah, this isn't working right now.
Implications achieved, adversity, explorating, demonstrating, ruling, dominating, igniting, causing friction with nuclear alarm, separate competing fighters from me, the scientist. As I execute, lyricists known as predators, when by stripping high phones and make the penicillin, I will shoot, sort out, and stomp every pest. Don't be rampaging paramedic. Quoted is my title to inform of the world of such a holocaust, which serve as a purpose, preparing first aid with medical utensils.
Nothing's worse than having dead air.
Is advanced with elevation, astonishing with rhythm plus with
I'm assuming people are too busy to actually. I'm assuming people are too busy to do the. Man, I'm sorry. It's not working the way I want it to work. I'm assuming y'all actually are not. Y'all are too busy to put comments in as far as what I'm looking for. Looking for some caterers. I know a few, but I want to see if.
New development, separate, accumulating, ambiguous thoughts, admitting parts specify, particular words, volunteer, agitating, ears of parasites, respond, duplicating, attempting lyricists, recognize competition and ultimate reality, the general speaker, corporal cool key, leaving specimens frozen near 0 degrees by controlling every germ, a spray disinfectant with tranquilized flames and stun competitors, cause we're ultra.
Yeah, this isn't working the way I want to. No, I was saying too busy to put comments in as far as regarding people who they suggest that I could actually have some food talking to
companies beat too cheap and get the credit on a scandal type case. Embezzlement wise, now as my lyrics tell the truth, the suit plus the truth and by the floor of my rhythm which frees the average man allowance cross fighting rhythm which can't be redefined. Gamma rating planet wise, the more you will despise the G. I'm always ready, at least I'm not confetti like a missile. I'm precise to Z. Go in on others being lost at 12
Jesus, why is it taking so long to do this?
Exciting, the words are so exciting with the DJ on the table.
I have one bar on my computer.
And the cut.
I'm assuming it's not messing up the interaction right here, other than me being choppy in my comments. This is why I need a producer, being a solo producer and doing my own show. Whatever. Anyway. Oh shit, now it's over. Goddamn. All right, chopped cheese sandwich. There we go. So the chopped cheese sandwich. What you see there is maybe somebody can tell me what's in that sandwich. It does look kind of good. It looks like just a bunch of shit in there. I'm assuming it's cheese, but looks like cheese and lettuce, tomato, whatever meat that is. Yeah, Selena. Boo to those people who are not fans of the local team out there rooting for the Lakers. Lakers ain't never did shit for y'all, and they tickets too high. You can't even go see a game. So just go to Pfizer and watch them. Your cousin, my daughter, was born July 5th too. I think I learned that last year. That's my first time. So she's a great person. She's got to be a great person. Now we gotta connect on that day. Yeah, I am not thinking about you now. Or double check the date after. I think that's the same day. Hey, I'll double check the date. Oh, is Marsha? You know Marsha? Now Marsha did the food for Fat Boy Fresh and Tasha's their anniversary. It was fancy as hell. I think that I would love you to do it. I don't know if I can afford you. You had like nice settings and it looked exquisite and extravagant and shit. You know, just some old grimy hip hop shit. We might be like, you might be too bougie for us as far as what we're looking for, but I would love to talk to you more about it because I think that would be a good look. Because I love the food, especially the greens. And even your salad was good. Like, how do you make a salad good? I mean, you know, salad can be good. But... okay, like you asked for Marsha, but yeah. I don't want niggas being full and going home. We just having finger food. So we ain't coming out here with the plates with the foil and shit. Ain't no Reynolds wrap gonna be there, niggas. Y'all ain't taking all the food home. You eat while you're there. That's one thing we doing. I know that's supposed to be some hip hop shit, but yeah, you know, we ain't gotta be all hood shit about it. I couldn't resist. Whatever. Just your day is coming. So you said that's the ground beef with melty cheese and toppings. Oh, all right. The other person that was mentioned. Oh wait, I'll ask the cook. The cook will tell me. Chopped cheese, ground meat, cheese, lettuce, mayo, ketchup. Okay, I can do that. That might be that. You know, that might be a little bit too hood for you, Marsha. I don't know. I mean, just let me know. So somebody said Marsha, Tasha James, but someone told me also that she is kind of easing her way out of catering food. And Delicious Bites. Those are three options. That speaking of Delicious Bites, Samaya, this is a chopped cheese sandwich. So this is some old Bronx, New York shit right here. So trying to bring some hip hop food to my 50th. They say it's ground meat. I probably would have ground turkey. I don't do a lot of red meat, but not that I stay away from it. But it's ground meat, so I guess it's ground beef, lettuce, tomato, cheese, mayo, ketchup, all that shit. Kind of just squish into a sandwich. It looks sloppy as shit. You know, don't wear your white clothes. Right as I was giving you props, tomorrow I was like, Delicious Bites. I don't know if Delicious Bites does catering. I don't know if that's something that you do anymore, but if you haven't been down to Delicious Bites, it is on North Avenue. Damn it, I can't remember which street it's on. That's 76, so it must be like 80. Is it 90th? 89th? 89th and North Avenue. It's right that kitty corner from the camp. It's right across the street from the Camp Bar and kitty corner from that McDonald's down there. I don't know what street that is. Yes. Damn, I'm way off. She said 66. My bad. 66. I would have had you all down the block. 66 and North Avenue. Delicious Bites. Hey, that's salmon. That's salmon salad. It's a salmon cob salad or whatever. Ooh, shit. That shit was delicious. 6538 Northwest North Avenue. And yes, you cater. Okay, Delicious Bites. So yeah, I think I will be, as I kind of gather all my ideas of what I want here, I will be discussing it. But I got a budget. I'm doing this solo. So I got the DJ New Styles. We got Happy Days Bar, Happy Days Day Bar. Shout out to Patrice for helping me out. What I want is a big ass refrigerator, like in the G Thing video. A big ass refrigerator. You open it up and it has all the 40 ounces like stacked up in there. You know, I want that. I do want that, but I'm not gonna bring a refrigerator in unless somebody can donate a refrigerator. I just want it for the aesthetics, but I still do want it to work. I don't want the 40 ounces to be cold. So yeah, that jerk salmon salad. Actually, Sarita's the one who introduced it to me, and then I just went up there because I did the cupcake wall, and I wanted to take a picture in front of the cupcake wall because Corey is Tamara's husband. He said, you got to come down here and take a picture. So I came down here and take a picture. And I ordered a sandwich. It was a turkey sandwich on some jalapeno bread, jalapeno cheese bread. Ooh, shit. Hey, I've known Tamara for a while, and I've always loved the desserts. But damn, sandwiches is fire. Let me get the sandwich up the screen. My bad. See how long this takes. All right, there we go. So I think this is the Peep Game Morning Show. Hey, if you are in the area at the Sherman or near the Sherman Phoenix, hit me up. You come on down and I'll let you in and I can interview you. Yeah, the jerk salmon salad is delicious, and the salad is not a punk. The piece of salmon is enough to have you a piece of salmon with every bite of lettuce. It ain't just like a whole lettuce. It ain't just a bed of lettuce and some shit and some dressing. I believe it was some fruit in it. Was there fruit in there? I think it was like strawberries or some shit in there. It's delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna leave out happy. So I think we're getting together this. I think this networking thing is working right now. I appreciate you guys hopping in this morning. You know, typically on the Grown Ass Man Experience, we have music breaks where we play music, but I just don't want to be shut down. So what we do have on the blowradio.com, we play. It would be like a 2-hour show. We have 15-20 minute segments and we play music in between. King Cocaine will be the DJ. We have topics that we talk about, and one thing I wanted to talk about, and that's actually gaining momentum, is the conspiracy of Jamie Foxx. I posted this morning an episode of Jamie Foxx that had me cracking. I wonder if I can play it. I'm not even try that shit because my shit don't work there. But Jamie Foxx acting like R. Kelly on the Jamie Foxx show. Shit was hilarious. So that just led me to remember that, we are right now trying to figure out what's up with Jamie Foxx, and rumor has it that he is not doing well. One rumor that was circulating was that because Jamie Foxx is regularly giving inside scoops to the Puff Daddy parties, the Puff Daddy freaky parties, that Puff Daddy is trying to off him. Just like he's off his baby mama and off Biggie and off Tupac apparently and off Craig Mack and off Big Rob, Black Rob, off Black Rob, off Andre Harrell, like his mentor. Like apparently he's just he's contributing to all the murders in hip hop. Anybody he worked with that he just wanted to move out the way, he just did. And that allegedly moved Jamie Foxx out the way. Now, that is a high level, like, yeah, maybe not true, but you know, if you put enough pieces together, you can make that shit true. One thing that actually sounds a lot more believable is that Jamie Foxx was involved with the worst rapper in the world, Pras. Apparently the worst spy in the world too. Dog got 2 monikers and shit. Dog was the worst rapper in hip hop history, and now he's like the worst spy in spy history. He allegedly had dealings with some of the money makers that were capitalizing on the Pras situation, where Pras was accused of assisting with the laundering of money from I believe it was a Chinese organization or a Chinese billionaire who was laundering money over to the United States, and he was contributing to some major like campaigns. Like he actually contributed to Barack Obama's campaign. Well, the timing of yes, Sarita, yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Last I heard he was involved with the Prod situation. So the most recent thing is that the timing of Jamie Foxx's like illness happened right when Leonardo DiCaprio, who was also involved with this Pras thing, was naming people who were involved with the situation. Now, the Wolf of Wall Street apparently was bankrolled by one of these individuals that Pras was getting paid from. And because he was connected with that, I guess he's out there just kind of singing on the stand. And I wonder if you saw the same video I saw. Yeah, if you inbox me the video, that'd be cool. The last thing I heard was that after Leonardo DiCaprio dropped his name, that he suddenly got ill because he was going to be summoned to go to court, so he can't go to court if you're sick. So it makes sense that he's not coming out and dispelling any rumors whatsoever. Like if you have some kind of federal indictment that potentially could bring you, or make you be in a situation, make you in a situation that will bring you some federal heat to you, you lay low too. The suspicion of him not coming out, because we all know that Jamie Foxx would be like, yeah, I'm all right, nigga, I'm playing pickleball or whatever. It is kind of suspicious. So I'm probably believing that more than the Puff Daddy thing. Sarita, hopefully I can get this video going. If not, let's see if I can get.
I'm the best person for this type of employment. That's why.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beating the biz.
On and on till the break of dawn. When you buy food cheap, you need a coupon. I catch a sale retail before it gets stale. So hurry up and get the wick. Check out the mail and shout non-stop by how I hip hop on the mic and make it cooperate with the rhythm. That is what I give them. Reagan is depressed, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm. It might sound confusing, the style that I'm using, but in the end, I'm sure that you will find it quite amusing and funny. Oh, honey, it's just ridiculous. Don't try to front. Come on and admit you was thrilled. Chill, your heart was fulfilled. So respect the architect as I begin to build. Science to my reliance is a form of rap. Like Carl Lewis, I get to it. So let's go to lap. Go to lap.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get it to work.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
Nobody beats the biz.
It's my man Dino. My man Dino's in the house. Appreciate it, man. What it do? I think that last video you saw was the one guy who was talking. He kind of gave a pretty lengthy description of it. Yes, Kimora Lee's estranged husband. He's involved with it, and I saw a video of Jamie Foxx, like pretty much rap. If you listen to all the stories that Jamie Foxx tells and he puts them together, there's some truth to all of that shit because he actually puts it all in a kind of not a sequential order, but it's literally it kind of puts him in the spaces that he possibly could be accused of. Let's see. Hey Dino, when is your project? When is your project dropping? When is your music project dropping? I listened to that one joint. One joint was bananas. It sounded like a straight party. Yeah, my Facebook is not pulling up. I wonder if this mouse is up. This is all experimental, y'all. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me because we're trying out this new studio, trying out the sound, trying out the Wi-Fi, trying out the screen and the camera and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys and your patience. Let me step away for a second. I'm trying to get my Facebook to pull up on my computer, but it's not working.
All right, y'all. Could you be quiet for a minute? All right, Wiz, turn it down, Dukes. Hey, could y'all please shut up? Wiz, chill. Yo, Play got something to say.
All right, y'all. Let's get this together, cause it ain't gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, don't trash my place. Ayo, Herb, bass.
Miles around to check out the sound. Watch the walls come tumbling down. Kid and Plays the perfect team. Now it's time to let off some steam.
Don't be bashful now.
Don't be shy.
This ain't no time for you to wonder why.
You're not on the floor with someone else.
Don't blame us, blame yourself.
If you ain't got the guts to get with it,
the time is now, dude.
Just admit this is the perfect situation to take a chance in. Cause this is the house that we dance in.
As you know, we talked about Jamie Foxx. He's in the news. As you know, we talked about Jamie here recently where his daughter went live and said that he was in the hospital having had a minor complication or medical complication. There were lots of rumors that surfaced. I'm just going to summarize this as we speed through because there's so much text here. Shout out to Ariella and her investigative noting. But either way, he was in the hospital. They said that he had a stroke. That was the word allegedly. I'm going to say, where's that? Boom.
Allegedly.
On the streets. Then they said that it took a turn for the worse.
Allegedly.
And people said that the family was preparing for his funeral. Had me in my feelings where I got to making phone calls. Now, everybody know at Hollywood Unlocked, I know everybody. And I know how to unlock Hollywood in a way that others cannot. I was going to say something else more inappropriate, but I'm trying to be a better person. So I started calling around saying, what's going on? I called a very close friend of Jamie's, and they said, when the whole rumor came out that he was dying and he was going to die and they were burying him, they were like, nope, Jamie's fine. He's good. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Nope. I mean, they cut me off in the middle of my emotional plea to understand if Mr. Fox was going to be in the box. Okay. So then I said, okay, well, hold on. Jamie's okay. Then the next day I text somebody else. Somebody else called me who's really big in the industry. They said, Jamie's dying. It's
not funny.
No, listen, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh because he's not dying.
I'm not laughing at
There's some I smell some stuff going on, and I'm just gonna say what I think.
Dude, beard is mad.
Based on what I know. Now, people can say I'm gonna say allegedly a lot here because I know people are gonna want to sue after this. I know people are gonna be upset, whatever. But I know I'm probably not gonna be invited to no more Jamie Foxx parties, but neither was Claudia Jordan after she said he was sleeping with Tom Cruise's wife. So let me go ahead and just go on and break this down. Katie Holmes, you remember when they was dating?
But it was true though.
Allegedly. Claudia outed that.
Claudia, how could
Oh my God! Not you outing Claudia for outing.
No, she already. She got slammed in the press for that.
She did.
She got slammed, and then the gag is when Jamie had they say he had a stroke. Claudia posted a photo saying, "Wishing well to my friend." Claudia, you are. Let me tell you, the minute I get a chance to work with Claudia, I'm gonna live for it because she's messy. You're
She
messy.
boots.
She's messy boots. All right. Well, look.
I didn't say it, but
okay. So
You got
anyway,
it.
so people were saying Jamie Foxx is
Terrible.
having a heart. He had a stroke. Then they said he's getting better. Then they said he's dying. Then they said the funeral is being planned. Then all these people are saying no, it's not. Then the daughter said he was playing pickleball. I can tell you now. I've heard a lot of games that involve balls that Jamie has played. Basketball,
Nah, okay.
football,
Tennis.
And what
Then
else?
listen.
all of a sudden I have to use the bathroom because
He's played a
It's
lot
too
of
much for
he's
me.
played a lot of different types of sports. But what I will say is I've never heard Jamie Foxx play pickleball. I've never seen a picture of him playing pickleball. I Googled it. I didn't see no pickleball. I didn't even know what the fuck a pickleball was. So I had to call somebody who looks like they play pickleball. And when they told me what it was, that's playing pickleball. But whatever. You know, Jamie is the type of person. I know the Jamie Foxx that we're talking about. Jamie's the type of person that if something was wrong and all of a sudden he's good enough to go play pickleball, he'd be like, whatever, everybody, is me, Fox. I'm outside. Thank you for your prayers, because you have the whole world posting that you're dying and that you're going to be in a box and we're planning your funerals and there's no more Jamie Foxx parties. And oh my God, now you're playing pickleball. And it's almost disingenuous when you have the whole world preparing to mourn for your death that you not come forward and say, I'm okay. That you continue to let Nick Cannon step in and host this show for you. You know, your daughter's now hosting this show for you. And listen, I'm sure if there was a medical emergency, and I'm going to say if allegedly you had a stroke, I send my condolences to you. And I hope that you're recovering well. But I also say, as a person of the public who has bought into you as a star and who's invested in you, you come into my home, you come into my ear pods with the songs, too much alcohol or what much get loose. Blame it on the alcohol. What we're going to do is we're going to have to blame this storyline on the alcohol, because somebody who was in charge of getting the story out to the community fell asleep at the wheel. Now, what I heard is crazy. And I'm going to tell you what I heard, and I'm going to say allegedly, but I'm going to give you some context, okay? Give you some context. So when I started digging around, asking what was happening, making phone calls, and I said, I can't believe that Jamie Foxx is going to die. And the person said to me, child, he ain't going to die. He was just at court. I said, at court? Jamie Foxx was at Supreme Court? Was it Judge Jerry Court? Was it Judge Judy? No, he was about to. Judge Mathis, I know it got canceled, but was he able with the Mathis family values? Like, what court was he at? Divorce court? You know, well, apparently, from what I heard from a source, was that the week right before this stroke happened, Jamie was in court, in a federal court, sequestered with Leonardo DiCaprio and a list of other people, because he was involved with a person, Praz from the Fugees, who was involved with that big scam. Now that scam involved Leonardo DiCaprio allegedly, Praz, and Kimora Simmons' husband, Tim Leisner. Now Tim Leisner was the banker who was the person that put this whole $100 million deal together, whatever, to scam hundreds of millions of dollars, whatever. Now I'm going to tell you the story because there's so much here that I want to get into. And again, this could be a conspiracy theory, but so could a stroke, right? I don't know what's happening. I ain't seen Jamie. I don't know if his face is droopy. I gotta see it, because at this point, the person that told me enough that I need to know, and I know what I know. All right. Now, Praz was found guilty last month of his role in a huge political conspiracy. Now, in 2019, he was first accused of defrauding the U.S. of over $21 million, acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. Now, this is what Praz did. Now, these are how your favorite stars get you all caught up in their music and their clothing, and then turn around and do some scamming type shit.
That's why that nigga's
all right. Now, I'm glad, because I need $21 million. I told somebody yesterday, I was on a call with this billionaire. He said, oh, my company's worth $3 billion. I said, my bank account has a lot of space. If you need to move any of that over here, we'll let it take some rent, right? Okay, well, listen. So Praz went from acting like a rapper to acting like a government official. And so he was involved with all types of shit. Witness tampering. Prosecutors said that he allegedly received between $8 to $40 million for helping a Malaysian financier named Joe Low. Now, Joe went real low. I'm gonna tell you how low Joe went. Don't ask how low can you go. I'm gonna tell you how low Joe went. Joe was accused of embezzling $4.5 billion from a government fund in his own country called 1MDB. Now, here's a photo of Joe Low and Praz. I'm gonna start connecting the dots.
Period, Joe.
Now, Joe Lo got them rosy cheeks. He looked like the Asian Santa Claus if you ever saw one. But either way, never trust anybody with rosy red cheeks like that, okay? Who knows a big fat white man named Santa running around to everybody's house at one night eating cookies? And I'm saying, if you couldn't find a white man to sit as Santa Claus at the mall, he could have sat in. Right.
I'm done.
Rico, why you laughing? Y'all got malls in DR?
Actually, we do.
Yeah, the Zeke Hall.
You do? Oh, you guys do have a good mall. I just never got over there. But yeah, y'all do got
We
a
went
nice
to the
mall.
mall.
Did we go to the mall? Oh, I bought shoes there.
You bought a lot of stuff there.
Why y'all gotta laugh like that?
Because I think I bought shoes for some guys that were with us.
I'm not one to gossip, but
anyhow, we did go to the mall. That's a mess. I've been so far all over the world. I don't know where I've been. I did go to the mall in DR.
Yep,
but I didn't like their shoe choices. Anyway, back to this. Now, a year before so Praz, you saw Praz and Joe Lo. We don't know where Lauren was. We don't know where Wyclef was because they was the real Fugees. This nigga moved on.
Exactly.
A year before Praz's charges, former Goldman Sachs banker Tim Leissner. Now, this is Kimora Lee Simmons' estranged husband. Now, she had married the white man. Do we have a picture of him? Okay, that's Tim. Tim all the way at the right. That's the banker guy. Praz is in the middle looking like, ooh, they caught us. And then Leonardo DiCaprio, the Wolf of Wall Street. Okay. Tim, Kimora's ex-husband or estranged husband, because they aren't divorced yet, was charged in Joe Lo's $4.5 billion IMDb scheme. And because he was the banker. One MDB, not IMDb.
Oh, I said IMDb. I'm like, hold
one
on.
MDB. Sorry, I'm acting. Clearly, okay. One MDB. IMDb is for actors. As well. Okay, whatever. Anyway, y'all need to put spaces between shit. Okay. Well, look. So he was charged. Tim was Kimora's estranged husband in this scheme of over $4.5 billion. Now, in 2018, Tim pleaded guilty to conspiring with Joe and was ordered to forfeit over $3.3 million worth 3.3 million shares of Celsius, which included shares worth $93 million that Kimora said was actually hers. So while he was scamming $4.5 billion or part of that with Joe Lo, he was also scamming his wife out of $93 million worth of stocks and bonds for Celsius, the drink, the energy drink. I didn't even know Kimora Simmons owned that.
Right. I thought it was baby fat money, honestly.
Well, baby fat money going towards all those jackets that you pregnant underage teens were wearing back in high school.
Every high school girl.
Now, okay, so now Kimora said that those shares were hers, and so clearly now Kimora's husband, who's living with her, who she has this idea of a relationship with, is now scamming her for $93 million worth of shares, while he's over here helping the Asian Santa Claus with $4.5 billion worth of schemes that Praz, this big-eyed got involved with. Now, not to trust nobody look like whatever. Now, prosecutors are claiming that Praz helped him funnel the funds into Barack Obama's 2012 re-election campaign and even funded Leonardo DiCaprio's 2013 film Wolf of Wall Street. Now, Leonardo could say that this was all just acting and preparing for his role because he was a scammer in there too. Well, either way, let me just say, I have to show you the receipt, so I'm going to connect all these dots. Here's a photo of Leonardo and Joe Lo. See, Joe get around. Joe get around. Now, Leo and Joe, those two, allegedly have known each other professionally and socially since the 1990s, so they've been friends for a while. Now, the thing about scammers, I used to be a scammer, and I'm going to be very well. Here's my disclaimer.
I'm trying to quit.
Right before Hollywood Unlocked took off, I was a scammer. Now, you're not going to find my scams because all the people that did them with me are either dead or will die if they come out. But we all got to get here. What? You called me being able to pull rabbits out of a hat scams. I don't scam people. Now, if you want to talk about that hoverboard deal you did.
The hoverboard deal that you did. First of all, this man.
Anyway, let's move along. Anyway.
The scam is his
we'll
beard.
Just leave that alone. But if you go back and if you go back and look on who was good in Good Morning America riding around on hoverboards, you ain't gonna see me.
Well, who got that $40,000 check?
Who cashed it?
Who name was it in?
Y'all going to jail. Please, y'all.
Who name was it?
No, but Jason, you never worked with a Malaysian.
Excuse me. Thank God I edit the show. Let's keep moving. What, Marina? What?
Those Asians gonna come for us if you edit this.
No, I say you told me the story. You only work with.
What?
You only work with the Russians, not the Malaysians ever.
Hey,
I just said
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Hey, turn all the mics off. Let's keep moving. We are not talking about that.
Off track here.
Okay, so
Connect the dots.
so bottom line is people scam. Okay. But I didn't know how to get $4.5 billion. So I'm actually jealous. Now, Leo found out about these charges. Now I'm gonna connect all this because remember, we're still talking about the whole Jamie Foxx thing. And trust me, I'm gonna land this plane.
It's 15 minutes. But
because Jamie knows Joe Low too. Take a look at this picture.
This is right.
Not the arrow.
Now
He's the plug.
I'm gonna get to what you say?
He's the plug.
I'm gonna show you how this is all connected. So anyway, Leo was subpoenaed to testify about all of what's happening in the Joe Low case. Now, last month, Leo took the stand and confirmed Joe helped fund his movie. And now Jamie Foxx, who's close friends with Leo, has been roped into the conspiracy as well as one of the celebrities who's been connected with Joe as well. Now, not J-Lo, Joe. Now, it's even alleged,
Allegedly.
It's even alleged that Jamie is a regular beneficiary of Joe Lo's handouts of Malaysia's stolen money. And from what I understand, without going too much into detail, is that Jamie, right before this whole scandal of his stroke, was in New York or DC, I think DC, sequestered with allegedly with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tim Leisner as they were all preparing to testify against Joe Low. And the allegation is that Jamie wanted to evade testifying. And so he
allegedly
had a medical scare.
Yes.
Now, I don't know that to be the case because I've reached out to a couple people and now they're scared that I'm asking more questions because I told the person that told me that nothing was wrong with Jamie.
He's asking questions.
I find out everything and I have no problem because, you know, Jamie's not a friend of the show. I like Jamie. I'm a fan, but I didn't know all this scamming was going on. Okay. Now, remember, Joe, Leo, and Praz in 2012 did a whole party for this man in Australia for New Year's. Now, are there pictures of that? There they go. Look at the arrows. Now, this ended with a second countdown in Vegas because they went over there with all that money and did something over there. Then they flew all the way over here because, you know, Australia's a day ahead. So you go when you're rich, because I think we did it once.
We did 2 days twice.
Where did we do it?
So we landed.
No, but where did we do Australia?
We did Australia.
Okay, so we did Australia.
So we missed one day and we landed and we had to do another day twice.
But did we do New Year's? There was somewhere
no,
where
we went in their summer.
There was one country where we did that in Australia, but there's one country where I celebrated here and then came back and celebrated here. Well, they celebrated twice in Vegas. Well, guess what? He flew back to have New Year's here with the person did an interview to talk about the experience. Take a look.
And I get the feeling you fully enjoy that kind of side of life. Would I be right in thinking that you appreciate the benefits?
The benefits, man. Getting in the clubs and I mean, you know,
let me answer this.
Restaurants.
I think I know the answer.
Girls
let me ask you this. Where did you spend New Year's Eve?
Well, you know what? Oh, yeah. You're talking about like this past.
This is the benefits of being a superstar.
Yeah. I got a friend. You know, he got some money. And he flew me, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, and some other cats, and we flew to Australia, right? And we did the countdown in Australia. G'day, Mike. How are you, Mike? Jamie, g'day, Mike. So we did the countdown in Australia, then jumped back on a plane, and then did the countdown in Vegas. That's crazy.
So he had. That's how famous he is. He had 2 New Year's Eve.
That's
successful
crazy.
you are now.
That was
2 New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Got to be careful how you tell these stories. So now they're saying that, or the streets are saying that James.
I know this is raggedy having to go back and forth, but that's how I can do it. So I am sticking with the conspiracy theory that Jamie Foxx is not sick and that he is laid up somewhere waiting for this shit to die down. I don't know if there's like a statute of limitations of your medical condition to whether or not you can actually testify or not. I mean, I've seen old mobsters in federal court or wherever they are and sequestered by the U.S. Senate or whatever with like oxygen tanks and shit like rolling up in there. So the fact that the timing and of all this is very suspicious. I knew it was very suspicious because we all know just I guess we don't know. We assume and can see from our pointers of view that Jamie Foxx is in tip-top physical shape. So for him to actually fall ill mysteriously can happen, but just the timing of it just seems pretty convenient. Jamie Foxx is very close with a lot of famous people, and I think a lot of famous people are attracted to being around him because he's a funny dude. Like he's hilarious. He's got great stories, and he's just very gregarious and all that stuff. But yeah, the whole suspicion of him literally being near death, believe, is one of those that's used the media to upgrade my story so I can seem more in dire straits than I really am, so I can avoid this this court hearing or whatever this testifying. Not a dumb idea. I give it to him. If I'm tangled up in some federal, worldwide, international conspiracy of money laundering and with some crooked characters who can just off me in the drop of a dime, I'm not going to rat them out, and I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to get so sick that I can't say shit. So I would not be surprised if there is like a push to try to get him to say something. He'd be like, I can't talk, like, because I going through rehab and all this stuff. Whatever the mysterious illness is mysterious enough to keep him off of social media, out of the light of everywhere he goes, because he goes and gets interviewed and tells it all. Actually, he talks too much. You saw him talking about his trip to Australia and his really rich friend. It all ties together. This reminds me very, very closely, reminds me of, if you haven't seen, I know it doesn't really interest a lot of you. I just watched the King Von documentary. It's on YouTube. You don't have to have a streaming service. You just got to kind of push your way through all the commercials. But the King Von documentary details King Von, which who is a rapper that was picked up. I can't remember what rapper picked him up, but he was blowing up. He's just becoming a big time rapper. But he was a rapper locally in his city of Chicago, where he also was very closely tied to either the Gangster Disciples or the Black Gangsters. I can't remember which one he's part of, but I want to say he's Black Gangsters. I can't remember which one he is, but he was said to be very, very notorious for committing a number of murders or being affiliated with murders in Chicago. And it's documented through Twitter, where he documented a lot of his moving around and a lot of his involvement with some of the murders, which he's probably tied to about 7 to 9 of them, probably as many as 12 in Chicago over the time period, even as he was actually making records and being famous. So it never really went away. I say this is closely related to it because not related, but similar, because Jamie Foxx is talking and there's receipts out on the internet and in interviews of him actually matching up with some of the stories that the conspiracy theorists have to kind of put him at the scene of the crime. Same thing with King Von. He has this documentary is like 3 hours, and there is it had to be a few like 100 tweets between him and rival gang members and friends and the public and all these things that closely tie to some of the murders and whatnot that took place at the time in Chicago. And like it'd be hours after a murder happened, he tweets something very, very suspicious or cold or very unsympathetic to the death of whoever it was. but it's completely documented. And whoever did this documentary did a wonderful job of tying it all together. So kudos to that dude. He's a British dude. We've always noticed like the British dudes always do like phenomenal jobs getting stories about hip hop shit. It's usually white people. You know, somehow white people do like the best job of getting information about us. I don't know why that is. No disrespect to white people if you're watching. I love you all. And that's not even shade, but I just kind of find it interesting that another race takes more time to study and research us and tell us about us. You can find the same thing about Black history, historical references. It'll be some like African American studies doctor from Harvard who can tell you all about the legacy of Africans born in South Carolina and some shit. It's always something like digging deep. Or the hip hop historians, the ones who know the most are white. A lot of people do not like Michael Rappaport, but he's damn near a hip hop historian. He was there, like he knows a lot of the shit. He did the documentary for Beats, Rhymes, and Life for Tribe Called Quest. He knows what happened. I don't know the investment of knowledge where we just kind of live it. You know, it's just one of those things I guess we gotta live with. But hey, I think that's my time. I do appreciate you guys coming on board with me this morning. I'm getting a lot of texts and inboxes about the possibility of doing a morning show. I'm down here at So Greedy. This is a Tone Deaf Network show, Peep Game. And like I said, Peep Game will continue. The Grown Ass Man Experience will continue. And hopefully I can get some of my brothers to chime in the morning if they are off work. I know this is a crazy time, but, you know, I want to keep the momentum going. I want to keep this legacy going because my man, El Akbar Supreme, God rest his soul, he was one of the first people to actually come on board. Next time, maybe I'll share with you my my proposal. This is the proposal I put forth to my friends saying, hey, I want to do a show called The Grown Ass Man Experience. I believe it was like 2008, 2009 that I made this proposal. Maybe even before that. So very long. We probably were the first podcast to ever be. And I'm not saying that like jokingly, like we did this a long ass time ago. And I wanted to have music being played that you couldn't hear on the radio. And that's where you might be able to find me doing some DJing. So if you are actually able to, you can tune in to Tone Deaf Radio. I'll put that link inside the chat here so that you can kind of log in. My next episode of that's going to be on the radio station will be what am I thinking of? You know what? Last time, okay, these are the themes I did. The first theme I did was white music you thought were black. No, white music that black people like too. That's what's called. White music that black people like too. The next one I did was Ode to Tony. And I ran out of time and it still didn't hit all the songs. So I might continue that because there's a few songs that I left off that I wanted to play. The next one I want to play is 80s pop. And 80s pop is important to hip hop. And I'm going to actually connect the dots for you. 80s pop is important because hip hop had not made it to the level that you see it now. It was not played on the radio. You could not see the videos. The only videos that we saw were Michael Jackson, Prince. I'm saying only black videos we saw were Michael Jackson, Prince, and on the occasion, the breakthrough was Run DMC. The breakthrough, it was King of Rock, and that was Run DMC. That was the only thing we got to see until Yo MTV Raps came on. That's when we started getting a lot more of the black music and black hip hop. But in the meantime, when we were listening to the radio, it was playing a lot of pop music. And I'm gonna do a DJ set where we explore the 80s pop that actually was like the B-side to the hip hop movement, because hip hop was growing. All we had was the pop music and it was still jamming to us. So tune into that. I'm gonna see what Sarita said right here. Sarita said, that's because they're fascinated with the Black experience, and I'll leave it at that. The fascination is there, and I do agree. But if you want to find something else, find out something about you or Black people or Black history, more than likely it's going to be a very pristine and clean research done by a highly acclaimed white historian, doctorate or some sort. So leave it to them to do so. But hopefully Jamie Foxx recovers. Hopefully he comes clean and comes clear of all the things that he's being accused of through that video that we saw. I know that he's not openly being accused, but let's be real. If you were Jamie Foxx, you'd probably do exactly what I think he's doing, laying low for a long ass time until the shit blows over, if it blows over. Because the minute prize got snatched up, Jamie Foxx disappeared. Coincidence? Who knows? But let's see if I can do this a little bit more frequently. I definitely can. We started off at 9 o'clock, so I think I'll do the 9 o'clock allegedly. Yes, absolutely allegedly. I think I'll do the 9 o'clock start if that works for everybody. Thank you all for your feedback regarding the Canned Beats Day, July 8th here at Sherman Phoenix. Thinking of all the foods that we can bring to it, and we made a connection here with Delicious Bites. Unfortunately, Marsha couldn't make it happen because she's booked that day. But hopefully, I can get Delicious Bites on the page and on the scene and give her the menu that I'm thinking and seeing what it looks like, because I think the hip hop food is the way to go. Hip hop food, anything that goes with a 40 ounce, that's what it's gonna go. We got 40 ounces, breakdancing, and hip hop. What else? Oh, and me turning 50. Bring your clothes that fits your era. If it's bamboo earrings, if it's the asymmetrical haircut, if it's cross colors, if it's the colorful jumpsuit, if it's an 8-ball jacket, whatever. Wear it. I am looking for some gazelles because I want some prescription gazelles. So I'm gonna be online looking for my gazelle frame because I gotta have the gazelles. I mean, that's DMC, fam. Why you wear glasses? So I can see. That's a lyric. That's DMC. That's a simple bar, Juan. But on the behalf of the Grown Ass Man Experience, I'm Tommy Styles. Be on the lookout for this broadcast to come out another time, another day. I want to try to do this on a regular basis if possible. Just check your live. If you are on the YouTube channel at Peep Game 414, you can go on there and like and subscribe so that you can know that I'm going live or updates. And if you're my Facebook friend, it would do that automatically. So with no further ado, I say goodbye to you guys, and hopefully I can see you next episode. Let's try to do this tomorrow. Let me see how it goes. Take care.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Strickland, Milwaukee, USA. Y'all need to go check out Peep Game. If you don't, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Master Ace from Brooklyn, New York. EMC is the crew. You checking out Peep Game, real hip hop.
Hey, yo, this is Twan Mac from Nostalgia Visuals, Kareem City. So Greedy family. And you're now rocking with Peep Game, GAME, Grown Ass Man Experience. Blah.
What's up, y'all? This is Eric Roberson. Every time I'm in Milwaukee, I'm hanging with the grown ass man. We out here peeping game.